Alright, it's 1 week back in Cairns, and got a whole lot of crap out of the way in the first week. I've been hoping to go and get my check out Harvey Norman for the big TVs. I haven't got round to doing that yet. I also found leather couches listed on Gumtree online, so that was good to see. There's one there for $200. It's not bad. So I want to get some new furniture and start getting all this stuff organised, and then look at the kitchen renovation as a possibility. So I've got a few things on my plate. Now I'm just going to go to the supermarket. I'm going to go to Woolworths, and hopefully there are some toilet rolls there. We'll see. But I've got other stuff I want to get to. I've got to get my Indian tonic water for my my gin, and that wasn't. They only had the diet variety at Coles, so I'll go all the way to Woolworths. I've been going to Coles simply because it's been such hot weather. It's been exhausting to go any distance, and Woolworths is further away. They're going to have a store, Cairns Central, but it's not going to be completed by the looks of things until November. It's ridiculously long term. I don't know why it's taking so long. It's just crazy how long everything takes to get built in this country. But if they were open now, it's good because it's air conditioned throughout the whole section, and you can go to other shops as well. But it just means it'll be a lot easier for me to get to Woolworths when they open that store up. But you know, it's going to be a while, and it'll be back from my next overseas trip by the time that's actually open. That's how long it is. And I might even be thinking about getting away again in December, because this weather really is bad. It's actually better today. We had some cloud cover yesterday, and a little bit of rain, little thunder activity, and it is marginally cooler. I could actually sleep reasonably okay last night without the aircon, so that was a bonus. But I can sort of feel like I've got a heat rash sort of on the cusp around my neck and shoulders. So yeah, it's pretty damn warm. I know the humidity was rated about 80%, so you know, it's a combination of 30-degree heat with 80% humidity. It's not pleasant. There's a little bit of a breeze there at the moment. That's not too bad. But yeah, I just want to get this out of the way, and I might go down to Harvey Norman in the afternoon and check out those TVs and see if I can pick one up. There's about 4 models I'm looking at, and the specials finished about on the 11th, so it's Wednesday next week, so I've got plenty of time. So get that done. But yeah, today is a little more pleasant, so that's good, because it has been hard going walking around Cairns. Love one of those self-drive cars that are hopefully on the horizon next few years, especially a little mini one that, you know, just like a 2-seater would do me really well. Can just get around. So it'd be low cost and to run and buy as well. It's the sort of thing they're building for China, or Tesla are going to build in China. I think it's going to be a compact version of their normal cars for the Chinese market, where there's a demand for smaller vehicles. Although everything's up in air because of Corona, so I don't know how it's all going to play out. I saw an interesting clip which basically makes you sort of think that time is up for the mainstream media. It was MSNBC, which is the cable version of NBC News in the States. They had an interview on, and between someone from the New York Times and one of their commentators, and they couldn't even get basic maths right. They were just hopeless. They misquoted the amount of money that Michael Bloomberg is spending on his electoral campaign to be nominated, and they came up with the figure that he's spending over $1 million per Americans. And they came to this figure by dividing the $500 million that he'd spent compared to the population of the US, which is about 337 million people, and they came up to that being $1 million per person living in the States. they're just slightly out by 6 zeros, because it actually ends up being the equivalent of $1.56 per person, not $1 million per person. But no one at that TV station had the brains to actually question these figures, and they went to air talking this absolute garbage, making themselves look like the absolute fools that they are. And I think this credibility gap that is opening with the mainstream media is now so wide that it's curtains for them. They can't recover from something like this. They're that unprofessional. It's just unbelievable. But yeah, this has been breaking news today, but it's just another nail in the coffin. CNN's is just known to deal in fantasy, and now MSNBC can't even do basic arithmetic. They're so unprofessional. They're prepared to say stuff that is just absurd to camera without any vetting. It's unbelievable. That was a guy with an umbrella, carrying an umbrella to shade himself, walked past and said good morning. It's a nice thing about Cairns. You do get occasional person will say that, so it is a nice thing about this place. It is a little different to a big city. Now the big question is going to be, is there a toilet paper stampede taking place at Woolworths today? They cleaned out. I mean, this is just crazy stuff. Some people are saying it's like the fall of civilization. If we're that fragile that it's not. Australia's actually one of the better places when it comes to coronavirus, and that could change quickly. But at the moment, things aren't so bad here compared to other parts of the world. So I don't think there's any problem having some food you can keep long term in your place. I don't know why people are stocking water. I don't get that at all, because seriously, are they going to cut off the water supplies to homes? I mean, that's just not going to happen. So that doesn't make any sense. And the toilet paper thing, I don't know why that's been the number one object of desire lately. Everything's normal in this store except when you get to the toilet paper section. And look at that, empty shelves, unbelievable. As soon as paper towels finishes and toilet paper starts, it's just a vacuum. It's sucked every single one. This is insane. Are there any toilet? God, I can't believe this. This is absolute madness. Well, I've still got a few at home anyway, so I'll be alright, but seriously, people are going crazy. Well, unbelievable. I had a chat to the checkout chick, and she told me that they'd fully restocked all the toilet papers on the shelves last night, and it's already gone. It's about 11 o'clock the following morning, and it's been totally cleaned out. I mean, what the hell? This is crazy. She thought it was madness as well. I mean, who are these people that are... God, there must be lots of people in this country that basically hoarded an incredible amount of stuff. So, just extraordinary. So I got most of what I wanted, except for, of course, the most valuable item on this earth at the moment, the 3-ply. Oh my God. Yes, this is how society's finished. They become so fragile that the disruption of toilet paper supplies, well, there isn't really any disruption, but the possibility of getting sniffles and having to be quarantined is now forcing people to hoard incredible amounts of toilet paper. Just bizarre. Everything else seems to be in supply. It's that one item. It's just got me totally beat. I think it just shows you why you get mass hysteria is not a theoretical concept. It is real, and we're living through it right now. Unbelievable. Anyway, I've got enough in my stocked up for a week or so anyway. Hopefully things will calm down. They're going to have to ration these or give out ration cards. I think it's like a war situation. I mean, it's just absurd. So I think the supermarkets will have to do something pretty drastic unless things calm down quickly, because they're going to get a lot of irate customers just sticking to their normal shopping who are being totally disadvantaged by this. It just does no one any good to basically clean out the whole stock of a place, and they've got to really clamp down, I think. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you think there's anything there of use to you, or entertainment or whatever, and either do that or give me a thumbs up, or if you're feeling really energetic, do both. That'd be great. But please don't ignore me. That's the worst thing you can do on YouTube, is be ignored.